Hello, it's Tasha at Tarot by the Moon. Welcome, hello. Just get my lighter out the way there, just burning some incense on there with it. Welcome everybody. Welcome to another edition of Tarot by the Moon. Thank you everyone for all the feedback for the last video. It was a pretty good one. If you haven't watched it, please go back and watch it. We're in a waning moon this week, so it's all about releasing. Release, super moon, super release. I actually did some meditation with the moon last night myself, and I felt a lot of energy in the collective of actually releasing limiting beliefs that we've had imposed on ourselves and that we impose on each other, and it doesn't really matter where the imposition came from anymore. What matters is that we're recognising it and that we're releasing it. So self-limiting beliefs, believing that you're not good enough, believing that there's too many obstacles in the way between you and your dreams, and those sorts of energies are really coming up strongly. We're entering a moon in Aries day today, so don't rush ahead with any rash decisions over the next day or two. Be careful with that, I want to say, with that kind of energy. We're also in a Mercury trine Uranus day today. It's a great time for getting together with like-minded people, trying something new, okay? Trying something completely new, maybe with like-minded people. It's that kind of energy at the minute, but please be careful of rash decision making right now over the next few days, okay, my loves? I've come in again today, like I explained to you last week, with a headache just before I do the reading, and it's happened again today. I kid you not. So straight away, as soon as I've started doing the reading, I feel a little bit better. So let me just get my little. This usually works beautifully. This backflow incense burner, which was actually given to me by my lovely sister, but it's just not. See if I can get it going. Doesn't want to play today. Maybe it'll get going now. There we go. So hope you're all well. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all enjoying what's left of the summer. We're just about to enter harvest season. Harvest time of the year, end of summer, time of rejoicing, time of celebrating, time for showing gratitude. That's another thing that came up when I was meditating with the waning moon last night, was actually so much to be grateful for, especially over this last summer and over the last month or so, and whatever that means for you personally in your life. Don't forget to show the gratitude for it, even like the stuff that's like seemingly gone wrong. You've still got to show gratitude for it, I feel, if that makes sense. I know this comes a lot easier in other faiths. I know in the Muslim faith people say, whatever happens, they praise God, they praise Allah, and I think that's kind of an attitude of gratitude, because there's blessings within everything. There's a silver cloud and a lesson within everything. So even if you don't feel like you've had a very abundant summer or a very abundant month, or you're not coming in for a very abundant harvest, you are coming in for an abundant harvest. It's all of the seeds that you've sown, whether you like it or not. And that might mean that there's lessons in there. That might mean that there's silver linings in there, or magical events that you didn't expect to pop up out of all of those seemingly negative circumstances. Because what I'm feeling is like, it's like an energy of, well, actually none of it is good or bad. It just is. It's what you've sown. It's what you're reaping, and we're learning all the time. We're learning that what we're putting out is what we're getting back, and it comes from within us, not the other way around. And that's what we're learning. It's not what's outside us bringing it into us. It's what's inside us that we're projecting out and then is coming back to us, if that makes sense. So this week, releasing moon. I find this week really lovely, being Cancerian, and really feeling the moon energy really strongly. I find this week is the best week for me personally, because it's like a little bit of release of that pressure. Release. You can release what's not working that you've accumulated in the last 28 days. You can release your self-limiting beliefs. You can see where you need to let go of certain patterns situations or whatever that might mean to you. You can find that the energy of the intenseness of the full moon just wanes off a little bit, but it's still quite strong, it's still quite potent. So we're still in that Aquarius moon energy, it's still there, it's just not quite so potent. So again, getting in touch with your true authenticity, part of that, like we talked about last week, and like I say, if you haven't watched that, go back and watch it. Part of that surely is understanding what needs to be released, understanding what needs to be surrendered now. So thank you all for joining me once again. It's wonderful to be here. I've been looking at this week. I'm going to bring it in for you in time for the winter solstice, folks. Okay, very, very exciting. I've got a new tarot deck, John Bauer Tarot. It's all based on Swedish folklore. It's absolutely beautiful and just unique and different. Okay, I've also got this lovely book that I got to study with it, Swedish folk tales, all the Swedish folklore with all the John Bauer illustrations to help me to understand the metaphors within those particular cards. So I'm going to be studying that on the run up from that between now. I've had a little look at it, it's wonderful. The run up between now and the winter solstice. For the winter solstice, I'm going to introduce Swedish folk tales. As soon as I looked through the pack, I thought this is perfect for winter. It's got that wintry magic sort of feel about it, so that's quite exciting, and I hope you're looking forward to that. And bear with me over the next few months, because I'll be studying that, I'll be getting my head right into that for you guys, and we'll be coming back with that around about winter solstice time, so I hope you're looking forward to that. This just does not want to go, does it? What a shame. Never mind. Oh well, there we go. She says, what did I put that down to? Okay, so without further ado, is it going? Let me just try one more time, because it is absolutely magical when it does. Maybe there's just a little bit too much wind in the room. I don't feel like there's wind in the room, mind, because I know these things don't like wind. But third time lucky, wish me luck. Let's just pop it on there and see what happens. Okay. So in we go in, my loves. Like I always say to you guys, if you haven't already given me a like, please give me a like, please give me a thumbs up. It's what grows the channel and keeps the channel going, and I couldn't carry on without that kind of support. Please give me a subscription if you haven't already subscribed. Please consider giving me a subscription. I was one of those anti-subscription people for a very long time, and I don't know why, but I just was. I had to be in my bonnet about it and whatever, so I understand if that's how you feel, but please trust me, there's no catch at all involved. It just helps YouTubers to keep going and to grow and expand and reach more people. And you yourself won't be hassled other than a notification when the next videos come out, and that is it, and that is all, my loves. Okay, so for any new viewers, I'll just explain that what I do here, I do what I call my element spread. It's air representing our mental health and our thought processes. The water represents our emotions and our heart chakra. I only ever take the flippers and the fallers from the that's way too many, thank you. Oh, right, there's a flipper. This one represents fire, our solar plexus, our creativity, our drive, and our energy to get things done. I'm not happy with the way that came out. Let's just hold it up so you guys can see it. And there's the last one, right. 7 of Cups in reverse, okay. Okay, interesting. So, yeah, before we go in, let's just call in the highest vibration of love and only love into this reading, as we always do by a tarot by the moon as well. Highest vibration of love and only love into this reading for ourselves, for Mother Gaia, for all the humans that live here, for anyone involved in your reading. Nothing but radical compassion and love for all of the plant life, the animal life, all of the creatures that live on this planet, all of the creatures that live on other planets beyond this planet that we've yet to understand. And so it is. There we are, it's going now. Sorry about that, bit of a discombobulated start. Like I say, I've come in with a bit of a headache again today. I'm still sipping the rooibos. I'm hoping it's going to ease up as the reading goes on, as it did last week. It definitely did last week. I feel like there's something else I usually say that I haven't said. Oh yeah, so if you're a new viewer, hi and thank you very much, and please stick with me. This is a bit different to other tarot readings and I'm proud to be different. You don't need to be any particular star sign to join in with this reading. It's for everyone. Different star signs will come up and I'll discuss them as we go along. I'm doing this on the premise of we all work within all the 4 elements within our charts in one degree or another. So it's for everyone. It's absolutely timeless, although I do go with the energy of the general astrology at the time, as I discussed in the preamble, of where we're at this particular moment in time. If this has come up in your feed, there's a message in it for you, so please stick with it because your guides will have sent you this message today. So, thank you, my darlings. Yeah, my energy's a little bit like this today. It might be because we've gone back round into Aries in the moon day thing. So moon's, like I say, the moon's gone into Aries today. That might be affecting the head a little bit. You guys might be feeling a little bit tension in your head yourself. Aries rules the head. So I wonder if it's something to do with that, maybe. Let me know how you've been feeling and how you've been doing. Also, we've had a big change in the weather and I'm quite sensitive to that, as well as I'm sure many of you other empaths are, sensitive people are. We've had thunder and lightning here yesterday, and it's, after all that heat, it's perhaps made me my energy's a little bit rocky. Okay, so bear with me. I know you will, and I know it's going to be worth it. I'm so pleased that that's going now, look. See, there you go, 3rd time lucky. So let's go in, my darlings. I tell you what, I'll bring it a bit closer, I think, for you. How's that? So, let's go in. 6 of Pentacles coming up in our area of air, our mental health, our thought processes. 6 of Pentacles came up last week, twice actually. I have another friend here, she knows who she is, who watches this channel regularly and also reads cards, and she kept getting the 6 of Pentacles last week as well. So this 6 of Pentacles thing is really up for review again. We're really working through something here. It's come up in the, I think last week it came up in, I might be wrong, but I think it came up in the area of fire last week, in our passions. Now this week has come up in our head, in our mental space, in our mental thoughts, processes, and how we're getting things done. It's very much about equal give and take. It's about being able to receive abundantly and with gratitude. It's also about being able to give with gratitude and abundance. It's about balancing those things. It's about equal give and take. It's about being able to open up when others need you to open up, and it's about equally being able to receive and not being too proud to receive when people are offering you the help. It's come up in the area of, so I feel like this is an ongoing thing because it came up so strongly last week. We had two 6 of discs out. It was such a strong thing, and now it's still not being resolved, whatever this is. It's still not being resolved, and now we're getting up and our heads are bowing because we're still under the influence of that Aquarius full moon. As I say, it's waned off, but we're still under the influence of it. The danger of that, like I explained last week, and like this is to say, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it, or go back and watch it again if it helps. Getting stuck in your head about this issue, big time. Getting stuck in your head about accepting help or offering help, whichever side of that story you're on. Getting right stuck in your heads about it. And now's not the time for that, because like I say, with the waning moon now, we should be releasing those self-limiting, and that is self-limiting. If this is coming up, that is self-limiting. On the other side, it could mean that you are actually receiving help that you didn't expect. Happy days. Don't forget to show gratitude to the universe and to people around you who are helping you, supporting you. It could be financial, it could be in any way that you need right now, or you could be giving that aid to somebody. And again, show gratitude to the universe that you're able to do that you're actually in a position where you're able to offer that kind of support to people is a wonderful thing. Six of Wands coming up in the area of our emotions. The Six of Wands are all about victory. It's a massive victory card. It's a massive yes energy. It's a massive can-do sort of attitude. It's a big yes from the universe. So there you go. Now, in our feelings, yes, we know we got this. We know we got the victory. We know we got good things coming in, good things that we can share with other people, good things that we can help other people out with, that we can offer help with, etc, etc. Excuse me a minute, let me just see to this dog of mine. Hey, what are you doing? You in or out? He's out. He's a little bit grumpy today because he's had to have his flea treatment yesterday and he's had to have a bath, and yeah, he gets like this the day after little Mr. Milo. He's a sensitive little soul, just one of the reasons why he's so special and I love him so much. And also I think that with, like I say, with the weather, I think it affects him as much as it affects me, if not more so, to be honest with you. And obviously he bounces off me a lot as well, as you can imagine. So he's not quite himself today. He's gone in the other room for a little lie down. So yeah, there's victory here. In our heart, we know this is victory. In our love energy, we know this is an absolute surety. When we see a Six of Wands, something's an absolute surety where the heart chakra is concerned. Something that you're feeling. It's like an emotional intelligence that you know. There might be a question over still working through some of the issues of the Six of Pentacles and bringing some balance in there. But in your heart, it's a massive yes. This can also, I'm feeling like this is about the flow of money, because that's come up a couple of times as well. Money, you might be looking at money and seeing it as an obstacle. An obstacle to getting where you want to get in life, or getting done what you would like to get done in life. And the universe is asking you not to look at it like an obstacle, especially now with this waning moon. You need to release those limiting beliefs. We need to release that lack mentality. We need to release that I haven't got enough. How am I going to get this done? I haven't got enough money. You need to release that. You need to just be in total appreciation and abundance, as if you already have more than enough. And that is how you will set up a vibration to bring that in for yourself, my loves, okay? And you know it in your heart. You know it in your heart. In your solar plexus. I like this Knight of Pentacles in this particular deck, especially coming up in this area, because it's like he has got his hand over his solar plexus area, sort of. And there's that light shining through him. And the Knight of Pentacles classically is known as very slow moving energy. So it might feel like it's really slow. Something's really slow. And I feel like the flow of money is a concern to how we're going to move forward on this or that, because there's not enough money to get the things done that we want to get done and get moving. And it feels really, really slow. But again, he's got his hand over his heart and his solar plexus area there, because he knows that it is in fact a victory. It is in fact a victory. He knows it in his heart, and the heart's not going to lie, okay? Manifesting on the earth plane, we've got a Seven of Cups in reverse. There's a little bit of confusion here, the Seven of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups can often be about having too many choices and losing focus and not being sure where to put your energy. It's come up in the reverse, so that's definitely going on here for us, or for somebody in particular. It feels like you need to sort of take a deep breath and get back in alignment with, and I don't know why, but I'm thinking that it needs to show us what we need to get back in alignment with, so as we can focus our intentions clearly on what we're trying to bring into balance, our finances into balance, so as we can work towards our dreams and goals. And then for some reason it's just highlighting to me, like literally this is how I see it, it's like these three cups in the middle are popping out, so I'm getting it, okay. And of course then I'm seeing the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups is obviously all about abundance, opportunities, helpful people, good times. The threes are a bit very energy of building luck, building towards the future as well. So it's about getting back in alignment with yourself and having that knowing again, getting back in touch with your heart chakra, bringing everything back into alignment, realising that these sorts of awkward energies need to be released with the waning moon, and realising that as soon as you get back in touch with that heart chakra, you'll start to see really clearly where you need to be putting your focus. And like, don't forget, this night is slow moving. Things are painfully slow moving towards your dreams becoming manifest. I feel like it's like really painful, so painful that you might feel like you want to give up. But the one thing I will say about this particular night, yes, he is very slow moving, but however, he always gets his goal, like every time. Like, he never doesn't get his goal. He never doesn't get where he's going. It's never a failed mission with it. He's the most sure knight, even though it's the slowest moving one. So you're definitely going to achieve your goals. You just need to have a whole lot of patience. You need to follow one step at a time. You know in your heart this is a victory. You're bringing all of this into balance. You're learning when to give, when to take. You're learning when to focus and where to focus your energies. There, I'm going to do some clarifiers on there because I'm back in with the clarifiers now. Stick with me, gang, you know how I guess. For any new viewers, it's never the same twice at Tarot by the Moon. It's the same basic format, and if you look back at some of my old videos, if you've never watched before, you'll just see what I mean. It's very organic, and it's just whatever comes up here. Okay, to clarify the Six of Pentacles, we've got a Queen of Discs. I love that. I'm so glad to see her there. To clarify the Six of Wands, we've got a Six of Discs. It came up twice again. My loves, 2 weeks in a row. Okay, we're definitely working that Six of Pentacles energy. And then we've got a Hierophant. I'm loving that as well, to clarify the Knight of Pentacles. And then we've got a Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, it's a little bit of unsteadiness here. There was a little bit of unsteadiness in this area last week as well that I had to dig into a little bit, as I recall now. So let's see what's going on. Right, I'm so happy to see that Queen of Pentacles clarifying that Six of Pentacles, because that is a massive progression from, in the same suit, from a Six of Pentacles to a Queen of Pentacles. So this is showing that we are moving to total abundance, okay? The thing with the Queen of Pentacles is she can take very little and she can build and build and build and build and build until an entire empire eventually has been built, until an entire system of running material success in particular, and business in particular, and anything that's to do with saving money or making money or growing a business or expanding. She's holding that globe, she's wearing that luxurious clothing, and she's looking out onto a vast winding plain there, looking out over her kingdom that she's creating. Okay, it doesn't come easy. It's the Pentacles. It doesn't come quickly. It builds, it's work, it's slow, it's one thing at a time, and then you build and then it gathers pace, and then you build and then it gathers pace. And eventually you'll be sitting like this Queen of Discs, but you have to learn to accept that you need to get into this flow of giving and receiving, allowing and letting go, being grateful. So now's the time for letting go. So this week we're in the letting go. Okay, so let's let go of whatever that means. It could be a miserly attitude, it could be a proud attitude, it could be anything that's holding you back. It could be believing that you'll never have enough. Nonsense, rubbish. You will never have enough if you believe you'll never have enough. So let that go. If you need help to let that go, which it is a tricky one, then just allow gratitude in for everything you already have, and take your focus away from what you don't have and focus on what you do have and how happy that makes you, and just set up the vibration, and you need to do nothing else for now. Eventually you will find yourself in the position of this beautiful queen, and she is able to achieve her dreams. She's able to go out there and travel. She's able to live in relative luxury, help other people around her, etc, etc. Okay, I'm loving that progression. It's beautiful. Cannot believe we've got another Six of Discs there. Well, I can. And now we've got 3 sixes on the table, and I've said to you for the last couple of weeks, sixes keep coming up a lot for us in our readings lately, and sixes are all about love. So this is tied in with somebody's love life as well. It may just be that you have a real love, like heart and soul love for what it is you're doing and what it is you're building and what it is you're creating, which is you're tied into your financial success also. This always reminds me of the round. I know it's just like a geometrical symbol, but it always reminds me of the round table, of King Arthur's round table, whenever I look at it. And I've never talked about that before, but I've thought it a lot of times, and I don't know, it just looks like the Arthurian table if you were looking down on it. And of course we know that King Arthur built that table to for everyone to be equal, for there to be equality, not for him to be sat at the head and knights and ladies be further down, and wizards and whatever. He created it so that the knights, the wizards, the ladies could all sit around it together and all be equal and all be an equal part of his kingdom. And I feel like that is very Six of Discs. I've thought this to myself many, many times, but I've never said it out loud, but I feel like it's just come into my aura there today. And that is the Six of Discs. Again, we've been asked to work through it, and it's in our heart space, this victory. We know we have to see ourselves as good enough. We have to see ourselves as good as a king, as good as the Queen of Discs. We have to see ourselves, right, this is what it is. We have to see ourselves in the vibration of the Queen of Discs, even though perhaps we're not feeling it. Perhaps we're feeling 7 of Cups in reverse, we're feeling 6 of Pentacles, wherever, even a 4 Cups. Perhaps we're stuck in that kind of energy of lack mentality and not having enough and holding on to very little for so long. But this round table sort of example that's coming up, sorry my words are not coming out today, that's coming up there with that Six of Discs again, is sort of like showing me that if you vision yourself that you were already as good as the king or the queen at that table, that's what the round table mentality is all about, isn't it? If you feel that you are that powerful and that valuable as the king or queen is, then surely sooner or later that abundance will find its way to you, those solutions to your problems, to this flow of energy in your finances and in your material world is going to start flowing a whole lot quicker. The Hierophant has come up to back up the Knight of Pentacles, which I'm also really, really happy about. The Hierophant's another past life card. Past lives keep coming up for us as well. We haven't had a Six of Cups this week, and that's the first time for ages, but the Hierophant is another past life card. It's come up to clarify the Knight of Pentacles. So these are issues that are, and I can't help looking at that now as well, the road behind the Knight of Pentacles. It's like he's already come all that way, and to me there's something there about past lives. It's like he's already come all that way. He's already had various ascensions in other lifetimes before, and now he's in this one, and now he's on another road, and now he's looking for a further ascension. And the Hierophant is all about levelling up. He's holding that key. It's the key to whatever you want. It's the key to higher learning. It's the key to success. It's the key to progressing. If this is a relationship issue, for instance, then this is a card that's sort of saying things are going to really deepen, things are going to get serious, things are going to get quite official eventually, okay? You're working towards it. Part of you working towards it is realising that you're as good as any king or queen. You are the king of, you're as good as anyone, that you are worthy as this. You are worthy of the success, you are worthy of the abundance, you already know it in your heart. And then you'll be able to progress along life's path quite easily. It's also about traditional values often, Hierophant, and I feel like it is about traditional values today. I do feel that coming through there today. That could mean anything to anyone as well. That is whatever it means to you. This card's amazing, this Toth Crowley. Okay. I'm sure that's Isis. If you look really closely, there's another figure there in his gown. Like, I'm sure it's Isis, and we've been working with Isis here a lot as well. So this is fertility, this is abundance, this is wealth in a traditional sense. This is achieving your goals slowly and steadily over time in a very traditional, methodical strategy. Coming up with a plan, coming up with a strategy that's going to work for you. Hierophant's holding that key up for you for consideration, because you can do this. Don't give up, don't become disheartened, because I do feel like there's a wobble going on yet again. Got another reversed card to clarify a reversed card. Both cups. If they were that way round, if they were the right way round, that would be a beautiful progression. 7 of Cups to Knight of Cups. Okay, it still is, if you see what I mean, but they've both come out in the reversal, so there's imbalance. Yeah, that's why the Six of Discs keeps coming up for us in our minds, in our hearts. Last week it was in our passions. This move is still being worked through. It's okay, sometimes these things take time. They take a little bit of time. Be gentle with yourself, be patient with yourself, understand that we're going through times of great changes. Many of us are having massive spiritual awakenings. Last week I picked up on people having massive spiritual awakenings, and part of that is working through this Six of Discs energy quite clearly. So I wouldn't fret too much about that. We'll have another little dig into that right now. Now, oh yeah, let's do that. These ones Shamanic wanted to come out and play today, big time. So let's see what's going on with the Shamanic Tarot. These cards are absolutely wild and very much not like your traditional tarot, and you'll see what I mean now, so bear with me. But let's see what's coming up. Okay. To clarify, again, there's an imbalance in the water energy, in the love energy, which is manifesting in the earth. So this area represents earth. So the emotions are, I just feel like someone's having a wobble. It's the same wobble that was happening last week. It's just still spilling over a little bit. But now is the time to release that, those fears, those beliefs that perhaps this isn't going to come to fruition, that you just is scattering your mind and you don't know where to focus. Sometimes you can, especially where love is concerned, especially where emotions are concerned, you can want something so much, you can want it too much, and actually sort of start pushing it away from yourself. That self-sabotaging energy, it came up last week, in the same area, still being worked through. I'm going to have a little look what these guys got to say. So straight away, we got 2. We've got I believe this is the Empress, and I believe this is actually a Queen of Discs representation, but I'll double check for you guys now. So we have the Queen of Discs up twice. She's really coming in to reassure us today, and there's no more of a reassuring, grounded, practical energy than for getting things done than a Queen of Discs. Okay, she's really wanting to reassure us that this is okay and that we have got this, and this is a bit of an emotional wobble going on here, and it's causing a bit of a lack of focus, causing a bit of brain fog, possibly causing a few questions to come up, because it doesn't feel like it's moving along, but it is moving along, my loves. Whether you like it or not, it's moving along, because like I say, that Knight always gets his goal. He always does 100% every time. It just doesn't feel like it. It's so slow moving sometimes, the energy. So let's see what's coming up here for the Shamanic Tarot. We had 2 out. Mother Earth, she who gives life and is reflected in the infinity of living forms. Rampant creativity, fecundity and love for nature. It's the Empress card of the Shamanic Tarot, and that is a beautiful, beautiful Empress. I think she featured in one of my Tarot of the Days actually one time. Gorgeous Empress, totally at home in her own body, totally at one with all of the abundance of life around her. Abundance, fertility, totally secure. This lady is worth the 4 queens. You've got the 4 queens of the tarot, and then you've got this lady, and then you've got your Empress. So this is what this is leading to. Yeah, there's a little wobble. Yeah, sometimes you lose focus and you're not sure about this fantastic offer that the Knight of Cups is bringing in for somebody. This is an offer of love coming towards you. Sometimes you're not sure about it. There's definitely a bit of a wobble and an imbalance there. But it's leading you to this. All of it. The wobbles, the awkward bits, the having to wait and be... Because I said last week, this feels like a twin soul type thing and everything. The separation, the having to wait, the having to be patient, the having to learn to give and take and show gratitude. Eventually it's leading you to your Empress energy. It's leading you to your actual Earth Mother energy. Okay, my loves. And that applies whether you're a man or a woman. It goes without saying. And I'm pretty sure this other lady is another very divine feminine energy here today. Also divine masculine on the table, but a lot of maturity coming in with the divine feminine. And when I say that, yeah, that applies to women, but that applies to the feminine within each man that might be watching this as well, because of course we've all got both those energies taking care of us within us. Okay, my loves. Where is she? Drums. Sorry about this. Bear with me, drums. There it is. Queen, Mother Bear. A person who loves simple things, protection, jealousy, excessive caution. It's the Queen of Discs, but in the Shamanic Tarot. So it's the same energy. So that's two cards that come out twice. The Six of Discs and the Queen of Discs. So this is definitely progressing to this grounded, safe, sure, motherly. I said traditional values as well, didn't I, earlier on with the Hierophant. Yeah, working slowly. It's a very, this queen, she's very grounded. She's very down to earth. You can rely on her. She's practical. She's straightforward. She builds and creates things from the bottom up, one at a time, in a sensible, natural, flowing sort of way. Okay, so we've progressed from the Knight to the Queen. Again, some love in there. But the Empress, I mean, for the Empress to come in, that's a big, big energy. The Hierophant's also a very big energy. You know, the other cards are lesser cards, but these cards are massive energies. The Empress and the Hierophant. This is something very, very successful coming in. This is something levelling up, going to the next level, getting as good as it can get, actually arriving in the comfort of your own skin, actually arriving in a position in life where you are comfortable, where you are happy with your surrounding and your circumstances, even if the road is feeling a little bit long and winding, is feeling a little bit rocky, and there are things that are being worked out. But patience with yourself, my loves, because I see a lot of progress here in this reading today, an awful lot of progress. This is flipped over as well, so it's asking me to look at it because it's just over on the top and I don't even know how. So we better have a look. See what I mean? These are completely different to a regular tarot card. Three of Bows. Right, let's see what that is. Let me just organise these a bit better. Let's see. I think that's the Three of Swords, actually. Detachment. Loss of interest in everyday things, intolerance of duties and responsibilities, and soul searching. It relates to the Three of Swords, but in this deck it's less about grief and heartbreak, more about soul searching, which I absolutely love. Being a bit fed up with the day-to-day routine, being a bit fed up with this sort of stuck, slow moving Knight of Discs energy, being a bit fed up with that and wanting to just can't be bothered sort of energy. That's okay. That's okay to feel like that, because during that downtime you will be doing your soul searching and you will come out the other side and realise you've got all this, you've got double Queen of Discs energy and you've got double Six of Discs energy on the table. So like I always say, instead of looking at what could go wrong, let's look at what's going right. Let's look at what's going right and stick with that and forget the rest. Release the rest. Release the rest with this waning moon that we're in right now. I hope this is making sense. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit rocky today. Does feel like a bit of an odd one. I wanted to do a moon ritual because I tend to keep them always for new moons and full moons with you guys. But I was just looking through them and I realised there's an awful lot of cards in here that relate to the waning moons as well. And I thought, well, silly me, I should really involve them a lot more. Tarot by the Moon, really, I think they should be involved on every reading, the more I think about it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a moon card at every reading from now on. Well, I say that, and then I'll change it again at some point, no doubt. But right now, I was being prompted to remember that a lot of these cards, I'll probably see what comes out now. The distant moon offers clear sight into my future pathways. It's not relating to a waning moon. It's not relating to a full moon. It is an image of the distant moon, and the distant moon can be seen as a waning moon, I suppose, because it's becoming less and less visible to us, and it's not moving away from us, but it's certainly becoming less and less distant. But a little meditation that I do when I'm releasing things with the moon is literally, I just look at it night by night, and I see how it has shrunk back night by night. And as I'm looking at that and focusing on that, I do some deep breathing, I do some grounding, and I just state in my mind all of the things that I'm letting go of, whatever they may be. And I know that as that moon decreases over the next few days or so, which will take us to the end of Leo season, because we're still in Leo season, by the way, so it's still a time to sort of like really understand what it is that you want to bring in and have that confidence and that boldness to do it, because this is victory. This is victory. It's slow moving, but it's victory. It's building. It's understanding the give and take. It's understanding that you are worthy enough, round table mentality. It's understanding that you're as good as anyone, and that you can bring in that beautiful grounded energy through the Queen of Discs in your energy, and eventually arrive at the Empress. Okay, it's okay if you're having a little bit of a wobble here with the Three of Bows. That's absolutely fine. That's where your soul searching's happening, and that's where you'll come out the other side with all of these understandings. So the distant moon offers clear sight into my future pathway. So exactly as we're releasing all that negative energy with the releasing moon this week, we're showing gratitude and we're releasing. And maybe we have to have a little bit of downtime and do a little bit of soul searching and whatever. That's fine. We're going to come back up and we're going to see the pathway clear. We're going to see the next step we need to take. Don't forget that Knight of Discs always arrives at its destination. His quest is always a success every time, 100% guaranteed when we see that knight there. But it is going to take a little bit of time. It is going to take a little bit of problem solving, and it's going to take a whole lot of unconditional love, self-love, and maybe this is part of what is teaching you self-worth. Okay, self-worth, and there's a lot of healing in that. I feel like there's so much healing coming up in these readings over the last couple of weeks, my darlings. I hope this is good for you. Let's round it up with a Starseed Oracle, as we always do. Okay, I'm loving these guys. This week I've been working with this particular card, Star Ancestors, Lost Wisdom, Look a Little Deeper. That was my personal card for the week. Beautiful pyramids there. And the stars aligned above them, perfect for Lionsgate. Just coming out of Lionsgate, but still. So let's see what comes up for us lot. Like I always say to you guys, if you haven't already given me a thumbs up, please give me the thumbs up. It's super important. Please give me a subscribe if you haven't already. Please share this across any platforms or social media or anything at all that you think might help. Please leave me a comment in the box below or get in touch with me. It all makes a difference. If you did want a personal reading, please get in touch with me at Azelius22 Tarot. Azelius Tarot 22 at mail.com. IZELIUS Tarot, all little letters, all one word, 22 at mail.com, and I will arrange that for you. That would be my absolute pleasure. Please don't send messages to the Facebook page, because there's a fault there with that. Facebook actually won't let anyone open them, so it's completely useless. Just please use the email address that I've provided. It's actually printed on the page if you have a look at that as well, if you forget. Please get in touch. Please let me know what you think. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I feel like yeah, there's a sense like that. My headache has started to lift. I do feel quite tired, I've got to be honest. That's only normal as well now though. I've just personally come out of quite a bit busy period as well myself. So it's only natural, I suppose. I do feel like the headache has lifted since I've come on here, I will say that. So that's interesting once again. We are in an Aries day, so just be careful about any rash decisions. Make the most of the positive energy to get out there and mix with like-minded people, even if it's just chatting online with people that are like-minded or anything like that. Straight away it's asking me to look underneath the pack because, I mean, look at that, right? Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. It's a little bit like the moon card, strangely, because it says the distant moon and then perspective, and if I put them together like that, doesn't that not, like, it gives you that perspective? Do you see what I'm saying? It gives you that perspective of the Earth being over there, being this tiny little speck in space, and there's the moon. The distant moon, perspective. I don't know, they fit together somehow. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Exactly. All of this having to be patient, feeling confused, feeling a little bit wary of this offer of love that's coming in, feeling a little bit wary that there's obstacles in the way of your finances and things like that, for your dreams to come true. It doesn't matter. Zoom out. Find the common ground. So behind all of the barriers, behind all of the, exactly, release it to the moon, behind all of the I can'ts, I won't be able to do that because X, Y, Z, because there's too many obstacles in the way, because I'm not this enough, because I'm not that enough, because I haven't got enough resources or money or whatever. Nonsense. None of that matters. What's the common ground? What's the common ground in this situation? Because I feel like this has been an ongoing love situation. If two people love each other, then that's it. That's the common ground. There's nothing else. Nothing else is going to be a barrier. Not forever, not for much longer, especially if this knight's got anything to do with it. Especially if this queen's got anything to do with it as well, and that empress. So, you know, this three of bows, feeling fed up, feeling like you don't want to carry on, feeling like you're fed up with the day-to-day and everything like that. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Zoom out. Yeah. Anyway, that needed to be looked at. It was underneath the pack. So it was showing itself to me in the camera there. I couldn't ignore it. Let's see what's coming out of the shuffle for us. Oh, there we go. The Great Severing. Mars energy. Anger. Conflict. Softening to love. Interesting, because we're in an Aries day and we'll be in Aries for the next couple of days. And that's all about Mars energy as well. That's ruled by Mars. So again, the Great Severing, Mars energy, anger and conflict. So what did I say? Avoid rash decisions, be careful in the Aries energy, okay? Soften to love, avoid the conflict, please avoid the conflict. Just drop out, just give yourself a chill. If you need to take time out from somebody or from a relationship or from a set of circumstances that you've been thinking about, because somebody's churning something over and over here with our Six of Pentacles repeating again in your head, in your heart, and that's why you're losing focus. The Seven of Cups reversed. Excuse Mr. Milo. For anyone who hasn't watched before, it's two dogs here. That's Mr. Milo, the Jack Russell, and there's also a collie dog here. Milo, shut up, Milo. Excuse me, gang. Right, Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups reversed, Seven of Cups reversed, sorry. So that does kind of make sense to why you're feeling all of that, you know, that that conflict, softening to love. Soften to the love. Soften to the love, because this year, I mean, you've got the beautiful Empress smack bang in the middle of this reading. You know, there's a perfect example embodied of softening to love and what it can bring to your life. Everything, total abundance, total peace, total unconditional love for yourself, unconditional love for others around you. When you start to give yourself unconditional love, you're able to pour it out to others around you. So let go of the conflict. It's okay to feel a bit fed up and feel a bit, you know, I've lost focus now. This is too hard. I'm on this long, hard road and it's taking ages and there's all these obstacles in the way and I can't. No. That's what we're releasing now, is the I can'ts. Release that with the moon. Release the lack. Release the I'm not good enough. Release the this is never going to happen. Release all of those fears with the moon and bring in the love. Love over fear every time, my loves. Softening to love. Okay. Anything else here today for us? I feel like there is. Okay, I tried to put these romance angels away today, but because this is like obviously an ongoing part 3 or whatever of what's going on here, straight away they've come out. There we are. And I feel better as soon as they have. What did I just say? Self-love, okay? Unconditional self-love will enable you to have unconditional love for others. First card out, love yourself first. That's pure Empress energy. It's exactly what I've just said. That's perfect confirmation there. Love yourself first. Your self-respect will make you more romantically attractive. And it does, it really does, because you devalue yourself if you start to fret about what's going wrong, that somebody's not showing you enough back. Perhaps they're just not in a position to at the minute. Perhaps they're in this sort of 3 of bows, where they're just having a bit of downtime and they're doing their soul searching or whatever. Perhaps they're just not able to. It doesn't take away from your value. It only takes away from your value if you go making a thing of it, or if you go chasing. Don't do that, okay? Stay in your... Keep yourself a high value prospect, whatever you do, okay? Because you are still as valuable as ever. Keep yourself in that high value, regardless of what circumstances or somebody else is behaving like, I want to say, if that makes sense. It is safe for you to love. Okay, everything's going to work out. It's just a bit slow moving, and there's just like a few things to be worked out, a few details to be worked out of how this is actually going to manifest. And it's causing a little bit of confusion, I feel. And causing a little bit of back and forth with that Six of Pentacles. Keeping an open mind. Your soulmate may be quite different from your usual type. There's a good reason for that, right? If you attracted somebody and they're different from your usual type, if you have a usual type, there's a very good reason for that. Your usual type hasn't worked out before, I want to say. It hasn't. Be honest, it hasn't. It hasn't. So it's okay if they're a bit different, okay? Don't let that put you off. And I'm glad we've got this one as well, because it's what I was coming back to at the beginning with the round table analogy and everything. You deserve love. It's that beautiful lady there pointing a bow and arrow across the water. You deserve love. You are lovable. You're as good as any queen. You're as good as any empress. You're as good as any king. You're as good as any knight. Okay? You're not some poor person that's desperate to be loved. You are worthy. You are as good as anyone. You deserve this. Getting a Sagittarius energy with this as well, obviously with the bow and arrow. I'm getting Taurus energy here as well, very strongly. So I don't know if that's figuring for somebody. Taurus energy, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, let me know if I've missed anything out, you guys. So you are deserving. You are lovable. You are as equal as anyone at that round table. You are worthy. You have got double Queen of Discs here. The most reassuring, practical, and we need that right now. So this reading, it proves again how the universe, how spirit takes care of us, because obviously there's a wobble going on, obviously there's a little bit of insecurity going on here. Okay, that's okay. That's why this beautiful Queen of Discs has come in twice, to reach the most reassuring, grounded Mama Earth energy, to reassure us. The Hierophant's here to reassure us as well of, you've got this. Here's the key. You're leveling up. You're leveling right up. You've got this. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. If you need to take a time out, the Three of Bows, take the time out. Do your soul searching, but get back on that path, because you were sure to get to where you were going. 100% sure. 100% sure. Feel it. Feel it in your fire. Feel it in the area that you came up in was fire. Feel it in your solar plexus energy. You were sure to get to where you need to go, to achieve what you need to achieve, what you've set your sights on. what you've set your sights on. Okay, beautiful. Thanks you guys, thanks for sticking with me. Apologies if that's a bit of a rocky one and my energy's a tiny little bit rocky today. I'll be absolutely fine. I'll be drinking lots of water and taking it easy for the rest of the day, I think. I'll be back in a few days' time. I aim to do more of these readings and make them a little bit more frequent than I have been over the last year, so I hope you're going to enjoy that. I'm going to be studying the Swedish folktale John Bauer Tarot. I'll be absolutely loving that. I'll be continuing with all of my various studies and interests around all things esoteric, and yeah, literally I'm one of these people, I can't get enough of it, but the way I process it and bring it back through my tarot readings, through my healing, and through all of my esoteric work, I hope you guys are feeling it. I'm feeling it massively in the collective. I feel like we're shifting so much. Don't forget to go out and look at that moon every night as it grows smaller, and as it grows smaller, just imagine your problems, your obstacles and all of those things growing smaller, and actually ask the moon to release your self-limiting beliefs with it. It's a huge thing. We're healing it in our own little ways. It does feel quite insular this week with the moon, but don't forget those things that we're healing within ourselves and within our own lives and on our own paths. We are healing for the collective, my loves, okay? Massively, massively. Do not underestimate it. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Please give me a like, please give me a share. I'll be back in a few days' time. Thank you so much.